funny. You might know him from the Brooklyn Comedy Festival. Give it up for Lane Pichelle.
One more time for Sam, everybody. Let her hear it. Let her hear it. All right, that's enough. Just don't let her hear it too much. She'll get cocky, and we'll have to book her again. She's very nice. I've lived here now for 4 years in New York. It's fun, 4 years. It's a very expensive city. I'm finally getting used to how expensive it is. It's so expensive that whenever I leave New York, I feel like a fucking millionaire. It's like an exchange rate thing. We're like, wait, you mean to tell me my $1 New York dollar is worth 40,000 Boston ruble? What can I do in this city? What am I not allowed to do? I can buy the Red Sox for $37 and then take a megabus back to New York. It all makes sense. I like, whenever I talk to my friends from who don't live here, the first thing they want to know is how much my rent is, and then when they find out, they want to immediately just wonder aloud about what they could possibly afford if they ever had that much money. And it's always like, oh my god, your rent is how much? How much? For that much money, I can afford a mortgage on a condo in my complex. And it's just so rude, because I never do the opposite, never like, holy shit, your mortgage is how much? How much? For that much money, I can afford to never live in Arizona. You see that? Look at these amenities. Number 1, located 2,000 miles away from Arizona. I will gladly pay $1,500 a month to never set foot in Arizona. It's the main reason I got my apartment. Thank you. I'm from Florida. I have to fly back periodically, and it's, hold your applause. The last time I flew back, it was the first time I flew in a while. And you know what occurred to me? They're trying to get away with something. They're boarding way more people during the pre-boarding of the flights than they're boarding during boarding at this point. So we were just waiting there for them to start, and they just came on. We're going to start pre-boarding for our flight now. That's pre-boarding groups only. First up, do we have any veterans of any war ever? Win, lose, or draw. We honestly don't give a shit. If you're a veteran, get on the plane. Next pre-boarding group, do we have any newborn babies flying solo? Just born, still wet, flying alone. Cut the cord, you're going to Tampa, Florida, baby. It's Gasparilla this weekend. We're going to have a fun-ass time. Next pre-boarding group. Do we have any Harrys, Garys, or Larrys in the crowd? What do we got? What do we got here? We got a Barry. How about you sit the fuck down, Barry? You did not hear me say your name, did you, Barry? No. You're being a little bit of a fuckboy right now. Actually, that reminds me. Do we have any fuckboys? That's a rewards program. It's an acronym. It stands for frequent usage, something else. I don't know. I didn't really think it through. Next pre-boarding group. It's just Barry now. Get in this dog cage. We're gonna trail you behind the plane, Barry. We hate you. If there's anyone here named Barry, please leave. I have a real thing against berries. We were flying a lot in December, and I like to fly stoned. It's very fun. But you know what occurred to me that I had not thought of in a while is that when you show up to the airport high, it just turns everything into a critical thinking exercise. You're just like, whoa, what's going on here? Who do I have to show to who? It's like the security guard's like, yeah, can I have your ID? I'm like, all right, I'll give you my ID, but here's the thing. If I give you that, who am I? He's like, well, you are under arrest, so we don't have to swab your whatever. You're clearly high. It's too much right now for our airport security. I did mushrooms with my friends last summer, and it was pretty fun. We went to the woods, and we went down this very long trail on a long walk, and we walked for about an hour. And then we saw this tree with a sign nailed to it that said, no hunting beyond this point. We're like, cool. Hey, was there hunting before this? What the fuck? You're just... It's just people shooting guns and I just didn't know about it? What? Dave, where did you take us? What is this place? We paid money to not be in a hunting preserve. I heard it was free. And I felt like shortchanged, because you're supposed to have deep realizations when you're on mushrooms. And the only realization I had was that families don't want to be around me and my friends tripping balls in the woods. It's like, why are those 30-year-old men pointing at a tree stump and losing their shit? Why are they laughing at a lake? What is happening? Who are these? Do they have jobs? What do they do? Who are these people? What do they like on a weekday? What do they do? What are they? When you do, so comedians try and do, will do some like mind-altering substances and try and write down everything that happens to you in hopes that something funny will happen. And I wrote down everything that happened to me, and I forgot about it. Then I read it back weeks later, and the only thing I wrote down was picture 5 guys fucking in the back of a Chevy Bolt. Which is just like, I don't know why, but that is the funniest thing that I've ever written down. Just picture a Chevy Bolt. It's an economy-sized car. 5 guys in the back seat. No one's in the front. 5 guys in the back seat just fucking going at it, right? Isn't that fun? All right. I don't know what made me think of that. But I was with 4 of my buddies, and we rented a Chevy Bolt. So I guess mushrooms make me gay, or... It's a fun time. It was a really fun time. I'm a big fan of reality shows. I've been watching a lot of reality competition shows, and I love on reality competition shows when somebody says they're doing something for their kids, or they're just like, "I'm just doing this for my son." It's like, "Oh yeah, is that why you're on American Ninja Warrior right now? Just so your son will have a better future? That's it? That's why you built a regulation Tough Mudder in your backyard." And your son is not allowed to play in it. He's just filming you doing it like it's a terror cell training video. And you're just like, "No, just get me doing the monkey bars." So your son will have a brighter tomorrow. I like Top Chef a lot. It's a good show. Top Chef cooking competition show. And did you guys need Top Chef explained to you? Or why did I explain Top Chef? Top Chef is a good show. I just think they need to amp up the stakes a little bit. Like when they get towards the end of the competition, they like to have people's parents on and they'll cook for them. So I think a curveball they could do for like the next season would be like, all right, we're at the final competition now. Here are your parents standing in their own graves. Whoever cooks the worst loses their mom and dad. It's like, whoa, what? I thought I was making risotto. It's like, too salty. Yeah, well, it's a little morbid. Yeah, I mean, if people knew how often I think about death, it would just drive them up the walls. I am a big fan of rap music. I like rap. My favorite rapper, Will Smith. He's the best. He's the best to ever do it. Will Smith's had an insane career. He started out as a pretty good old school rapper, then he became a terrible rapper, but then he became one of the best actors on the planet. It's an insane career. I'm modeling my comedy career after Will Smith's rap career. And hopefully it's similar. Hopefully someday somebody's like, "Lane, whatever happened to Lane?" And they're like, "Oh, I'll tell you what. He was a pretty good comedian. Then he became a terrible comedian. And nowadays, he's like the best Red Lobster employee on the planet." Sick. It was like he was born for this. He could seat, serve, bust. That's a triple threat. He's like the Will Smith of Red Lobster. Seriously. Plus now he's working with his son. He's got projects with his son. With my son, Jaden. I also named him Jaden. All right, that's it. Thank you so much.